Hi, welcome to our live today. And today I'm going to be telling you top three ways to deal with trust issues in your relationships, especially in your intimate relationships. When there is no trust, number one, it is stemming from your feelings of doubt, which means you are unable to trust something because there is something that you have started to doubt. You could be doubting the person, you could be doubting the situation, you could be doubting, not your partner, but, the family around him or her. So it starts, the lack of trust issues begin with the element of doubt. Now, where is this doubt coming from? What is this doubt about? Is what you need to explore, right? So that's one way to deal with the trust issues, to identify where this doubt is coming from. Now, you will say there is a certain situation, certain event that I witnessed. Okay. Now, all right, but that's a trigger, right? So there is, you saw your partner with somebody for many days, and now that situation is a trigger for you. Okay. That trigger creates certain kind of emotions inside you, and those emotions lead you to start doubting. So understand this: lack of trust begins, or you're not able to trust because there is a seed of doubt somewhere. That seed of doubt has come because say for instance, you have witnessed your partner, chatting with somebody constantly, consistently for a certain number of days. So this is acting as a trigger, this situation is acting as a trigger. When this situation is acting as a trigger, something is happening inside you. The emotions are getting churned, and these emotions are creating doubt. You might say that you have a lot of evidences to prove that your partner is not trustworthy. Of course you will have evidence, because inside you there is already a seed of doubt. So when you already have a seed of doubt inside you, your brain will start to automatically look for the evidence to confirm what is inside. And I can guarantee you, if you start to look for, if you sow the seed of trust, your brain will start to look for all those evidences which will confirm the trust. Okay. So when there is an element of doubt, those emotions are getting churned. It is coming somewhere from the past. You need to identify what is that past. Say for instance, I had a client, and when she had her trust issues and we really went deep inside, she found out that in her first job, when she was due for promotion, everything was set. And when the promotion was announced, there was another lady in her department who got promoted. And later on, she was told that the woman who got promoted was the boss's niece. She never knew that this woman was boss's niece, and that's where her trust got shaken. Later on, there were many such instances, but this was the instance that left a very deep mark in her. And those emotions, the body memorized those emotions, because she kept thinking of, subconsciously she kept thinking of that situation again and again and again. So the body memorized those emotions. As a result, whenever there is a trigger on the outside, those, because body has memorized those emotions, the situation is similar, those emotions will rise and you will begin to doubt. So first step to deal with the trust issues is to identify what the trigger is and where that trigger is coming from. Now, wherever that trigger is coming from, it is attached with certain emotions. You got to work on those emotions, you got to heal those emotions, you got to detach yourself from those emotions, basically telling your body to dememorize those emotions, if that word dememorize exists. Okay, you got what I'm saying. Second, reason why doubt arises is in your communication. When you communicate, when you speak with your partner in ways that it makes him or it makes her feel guilty, or the communication is where you're pointing fingers at each other to the level where it becomes very disrespectful, where it becomes very demeaning. Now, over a period of time, your partner is going to lose that trust in you. Your partner will think that he or she cannot trust you. So, when the trust gets lost, it gets lost from over a period of time. Eventually, it gets lost from the relationship. Okay, so when you're talking to the person, you got to ensure that you are talking without pointing fingers. You're talking without any defense. When that happens over a period of time, the trust will start to build up. So suppose you are at a level which is at zero trust, your communication wherein the blame has stopped, pointing fingers has stopped, and you are giving your, the other person ample time to express, then the trust will start to develop again. Because normally what happens is, when the person is speaking, you are somehow able to gauge what she or he is going to say. And at that point in time, you begin to prepare your answers. While you might allow him or her to say whatever needs to be said, but in your mind, you've shut off and you're preparing your answers. That's where internally, mentally, the communication breaks and the trust breaks. Because the person who's speaking, by your response, that person will know that you have not listened to the entire thing and that you are mentally shut off. Okay, so in communication, one, it is going to be absolutely without pointing fingers, and two, allow the person to express himself or herself fully. Be a very patient listener, having shut off everything, and let that person express. So even if your doubt, the trust is not there, when you do this, you will start to see the trust will develop slowly and gradually. And the third thing is, um, third way the doubt arises or the lack of trust comes, the trust gets lost, is because there is more often lot of disagreement in the relationship, and you tend to take that disagreement to your heart, which means there could be one aspect of life where there is complete disagreement, there could be another aspect, there could be third aspect, there could be out of 10, there could be 9 aspects of your life wherein you don't tend to agree with each other. This disagreement then tend to creates doubt, and the doubt that crops in at that time is that, will this person really support me? Can I rely on this person? Okay, this is stemming from the fact that the agreement is not there, and agreement not being there is absolutely fine, but when agreement is not there, the conversation stops at a point. It doesn't go to the level of getting resolved. It gets stuck, so the problem remains. Therefore the trust breaks. And hence the third way to deal with the doubt is agree to disagree. If there is disagreement, accept it, honor it, because in that point of view which you are not agreeing, there could be some merit that the other person is seeing which you are not able to see. Doesn't matter. You can ask, you can clarify what is the merit the other person is seeing in in the perspective that she or he has. Okay, so agree to disagree in a very healthy way, and try to find out what could be the cause of disagreement, because in the disagreement there could be a merit behind. Okay, understand that. Now when you're following these three things, which means identify your trigger and detach yourself from the emotions, work on the emotions, heal the emotions, work on those incidents of the past which have created those emotions. Second is, you got to talk in ways that is non-defensive, wherein you're not pointing fingers, you're not blaming each other, okay? You're not insulting each other. And the third is agree to disagree in very, very healthy and positive ways. These are the top three ways. When you start to implement over a period of time, you will see the trust will gradually begin to build up, because once trust is broken, it takes time. Okay, it's not to say it doesn't build up again, but it's going to take time, and you're going to give yourself that time. Have patience. And one thing I would definitely want you to know is that um, when you're doing this and the trust begins to develop, there will come a point in time when your partner unknowingly, unintentionally, subconsciously is going to put you to test if whatever you are in terms of trusting the relationship, is that really true? Okay, so that testing phase is definitely going to come in, and when that comes in, stay put, continue with your journey, and ultimately then you will start to have a strong foundation of trust. Trust is very important in the relationship, and once it is broken, it really takes quite an effort to build it up. So this is how you're going to start to build up from now on. Just these three things. Okay, implement this, and if you have any questions on this, please definitely write in the comment box, or let me know privately. I'll be happy to answer them. Now, that's it from me to you today, and I am going to be seeing you tomorrow, same time, which is 3:30 p.m. India time. You take care. Thank you so much, and bye.